love you so. I gotta be the one you need. I'm just telling you that I gotta be. Oh. Sing that shit, B. Don't ever go nowhere, baby. I got you. That surprised you right there.
I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting. I'm just fitting. This shit have been on my mind for quite some time. I gotta put the shit on the line. I'm just fitting. Yeah, I'm just fitting.
Hey, man. Little jagged edge to start the day, man.
Yep.
Out the goddamn chicken biscuit.
I had a McMuffin.
No?
I had a McMuffin.
Well, hey, either way, man, welcome to Dropping Dymes. We appreciate y'all for coming out. You know how we do.
Every time, man.
And, of course, we want to get right on into it and say thanks.
For coming back.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah.
Thanks for fucking
bottom
with us.
of our hearts.
From the bottom of that, like the left ventricle.
And everything above it.
Hey. And as always, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Come
About your friends, man.
and come be our friend, man.
So we can all be friends.
So, man, continue to share, subscribe, comment, hit the like button, and hit the bell because we still doing other shit, man. I was really about to do a little commercial the other day. No bullshit. Like for the month of
By
March.
yourself?
Yeah, I was just going to do this shit and post it.
I guess that's what's coming this week because he going to do it now. He put it out there.
Definitely said I was going to.
I know, we're going to.
No, and
Going to is a future tense,
and I'll
too.
always look forward to whatever you put out, brother. But
Going. As long as you in front of the camera, I'll put it out.
no.
We saw yesterday.
No. But yeah, man.
That's all it take right there, right?
I think. I think for the month of March, man, we're gonna have a few more intimate conversations. I think I put it out there. I ain't know how he never responded. I ain't know how you're gonna feel about it.
I don't even know if I have the message.
Oh yeah, he probably texted it. You know, he don't get sick.
Man, look. First of all, while
70%
we
of the
right
day.
here, I gotta show y'all.
No, and it's cool. We here, man. We here. So we're gonna have a little bit different type of conversation during the month of March, man. It's gonna be cool though. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna learn some stuff. We gonna get learned today.
What time they say?
Dang, bro, we believe you.
No, I just want. That shit came in at 2:16 a.m.
Yeah,
check
that's crazy.
the receipts.
That's crazy. Like that might get you in a little trouble.
Listen, look, yeah.
Nigga phone going. That motherfucker say it really do say 2:16 a.m.
2:16 a.m. I don't see none of that shit until
Who
it
that
just
was
come
from?
in when it want to. Y'all, it was in the group.
It was our group chat.
He said, I just saw "fuck you" by her. I'm like, man, I wonder what they were talking about.
I did say that, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell is this nigga talking about?
But we was on different pages.
Clearly, two way fucking different
And I
pages.
just don't know what page.
When I put you on, you saw what I meant.
Yeah. I sent the nigga, I was like, hey, cut a clip for me.
Yeah.
Gave him the
Time stamped it
timestamp.
and everything.
Told him to go check it out. So from the sucker shit episode, it was when that nigga was talking about we jack boys or some shit.
It was right
We
on
jackers.
point, bro.
We jackers.
Yeah.
But I was trying to pull the shit from the previous episode. That nigga was like, fuck you, Byron. I was like, God damn, what happened?
I like the first one you want to pick.
Look, that's hilarious. Dog.
Shit was just all.
Hey,
it was,
man, listen.
It was
Sometimes the universe just work like that.
perfect fucking time, G. So trust me, that motherfucker still going up by some goddamn jackers.
I thought that was a good conversation.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit. That's hilarious.
But hey,
Back to y'all.
hey, let me say this, man. I really hope y'all had an awesome fucking week. By the time y'all get to this, man, it's Friday. I know, you know what I'm saying, niggas be getting paid. Everything that happened Monday through Thursday be kind of like you trying to get rid of that shit out your head because now you ain't got paid. You're gonna go buy a bottle or whatever you gonna do on Friday and Saturday, man, and Sunday. But hey, man, I hope you had an awesome motherfucking week, man. I hope you got everything, not only that you asked for and that you wanted, but also the shit that you deserve. Sometimes we deserve more than the shit that we ask for. Especially as parents. I know sometimes y'all don't ask for much.
Yeah.
Y'all just kind of want to make sure your kids good. You know what I'm saying? But y'all deserve shit, man. Y'all deserve to go.
Thank you.
Get a goddamn back rub or some shit like that.
Something.
I'm not paying for it, but I hope you. I hope that's like you win something at work.
I thought this was like the part where you give out the gift card.
No.
Oh.
I hope you win something at work. And
bring out the oil.
I hope you win some shit at work, and you get that shit, and you get your. You know what I'm saying? You're able to get that.
Yeah.
And I hope his job hear this. He deserves something, man. He just got.
He been drinking. Don't pay him. Don't tell you. Yeah.
I'm emotional.
He just got some recently, right?
I'm emotional. Yeah, he got the bump up, man.
Well,
But when-
I don't know what we're talking about right now.
we just warming it up.
Yeah, I
man.
don't know what we're talking about.
But,
God is good.
But that's what this is about. This is about intimacy. Today's
Exactly.
episode is about us, men, and how we view and approach
And feel.
and handle intimacy.
Y'all ain't finna be trying to hug and shit on this
I don't want to
episode.
hug. I don't want to
cool.
hug.
I'm just saying.
I don't ever want to hug.
Niggas say, oh, ever want to
I
hug.
don't want to be. I don't want life to throw us something that it make me feel like I need to hug Brandon.
That's good. You right.
But if it do, I got you,
I
bro.
hug that nigga.
I got
hug
you.
him.
I like that, bro. I hope life don't bring
Don't
us
throw us
nothing.
anything.
So I have to give this nigga a hug.
I'm gonna tell you
know,
what
so, yeah.
it's going to. So I'm here for
I mean, yeah, that's how life works, man.
Right.
That's the crazy thing. That's how this whole thing works.
That nigga can't wait to hug that motherfucker.
He's like,
I'm ready for some shit to happen.
what is good or bad, nigga?
I'm here for you.
Bring it in,
I got these
nigga.
motherfuckers right here waiting.
Hey, I say that just because I know I done had moments where I'm like, man, I need a hug.
Hug go a long way for
It
a
do.
man,
Yeah.
bro.
It
I'm
can,
telling you.
it can stop some bad shit from happening.
You could
man.
be, you could just be good. Motherfucker hug you, and you'll just
Oh, the bottom
Bring it
part.
to-
ball up.
Bring
Like,
it
where the
goddamn-
fuck is this coming from?
Yeah,
I'm
man.
okay
I
right
was
now.
straight.
I'm having a good day. But a
Nigga said,
good
"I'm
tight
having a good
hug, it seems like all you can release all that shit. I don't
Yeah.
know why, but yeah, niggas, hey, hug your man, your daddy, your uncle.
Yeah, man. Your
Talking about
friends.
hug a man.
Yeah, hug some people. Make sure it's somebody you know. Make sure it's somebody you know.
don't just be
Hug
hugging,
goes
man.
behind. Hug your son. So
Yeah.
they feel
Nah, for
it's
sure.
normal.
Yeah, bro.
But
for
my
being
kids,
a
them motherfuckers, them, he ain't got no choice but to hug them. My son, that nigga is just turned 6
Yeah.
and pick me up. Why? Why
You
the
all right?
fuck-
Your ankles okay?
Why am I
Did you roll your
I
ankle?
want a hug.
Nigga, getting out the shower with daddy, you know, you always been carrying me to the room out the shower. Yes, nigga, when you were 3. You're 6,
And they said
motherfucker.
always.
Yeah.
He said always.
He said, but I'm still me.
Bro, that nigga would wrap his, swear to God, that nigga would get out the shower, wrap himself in his towel, and wait on me. Daddy, like, what's up?
My
you know
feet
you
wet.
carried me to the room.
My
Like,
feet wet.
yeah, like you always did. Like, no, I'm not doing this shit. Like,
You big now, man.
but I do it
Yeah,
anyway.
you
But I'm
still-
just saying, I gotta let him know that this shit gotta stop.
Man,
Okay.
I was talking to
Do your thing.
again. I was actually talking to my sister when we was going through all this stuff with my father and shit, and I was like, what could you go back and tell mom and dad that you needed more of, right? And she was
That's
like,
a deep question.
and she was just like, well, I don't really know. And I was like, and she said, well, what about you? I said, hugs. Like, I just didn't, like, we wasn't that type of family. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really say I love you, and we really didn't give hugs, right?
Yeah,
Um,
we didn't either.
and I think, I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Like, when you think about, like, for me, thinking back, if I'd have got just the hugs, not even the I love yous,
Yeah.
but if I'd have just got the hugs, I think, man, it would have changed a lot of stuff about me. Not a whole lot, but definitely
Nah,
enough.
listen, you got me thinking back to just little. I think that's how I am, kinda. But little pats on the back.
Yeah, bruh.
You ain't get them?
So
Hell, like no, like it, you know, and I think that's
It
why I
ain't-
got
it
the I
ain't
don't
mean
care
that, yeah.
attitude, cause shit, it didn't.
it
I
didn't
didn't
matter to
need
anybody.
it.
Yeah.
But goddamn,
You taught yourself how to-
Nigga, we watching the news, nigga,
Yeah.
and I just did my thing. Nigga,
Got
I'm
your
on
3
the news.
touchdowns. Yeah.
Oh goddamn, why I see you, nigga?
Yeah.
Would have been.
Yeah. That shit would have made all the difference.
And the motherfucker say, what's the weather gonna be tomorrow?
nigga.
Well, You did what you were supposed to do. You did
Not
what you were
even
supposed
that.
to do.
Nah.
It was just not even
Kept
that.
rolling.
When they
was
gonna
at the
when they gonna
game.
get off this sports shit?
Huh?
When they gonna get off this sports shit?
It wasn't that bad, but it's still like it wasn't no like that shit exciting. But to me, I guess shit kind of now had to downplay it because it was like, oh, all right,
No,
like,
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
So
it just
they don't need me
is
to
what
put
it
myself
is.
in that. Yeah.
oh, you made news. Oh, okay, cool. All right.
If you could go back and tell your parents something that you like, something that they could give you more of that'll help you as a kid, what would that be?
Probably the reinforcement that you said from way back in season 1 that I was enough. Like they showed me all kind of love. Like this hugging thing y'all talking about. I got hugs all the time.
Yeah, well, I can tell.
I can see that.
I'm a hug yes.
I can see that.
I mean, honestly, I got to the point I was like, I'm trying to perfect this hug because people love hugging me, but that's just I love giving hugs. But the fact I battled a lot with thinking I wasn't enough, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't cool enough, I didn't speak well enough. All these thoughts always was in my head, and just those specific words probably would have been consistently in my life. You are enough.
And now you're the coolest, most well-spoken nigga on earth.
Right.
I ain't none of that. I'm working toward it, but I ain't none of it.
Oh,
But that would have been huge for me growing up.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what ties all of those. Like it's still a level. It built the level of any of those would have built the level of confidence. And I think it even ties into the conversation today. We don't think about it like that, but it's still a level of intimacy.
Yeah.
Because it's closeness, right?
Right.
So that was what we like. I know all that was something else, but that was what we really want to talk about today.
That
man.
was
We want to talk
a
about.
great prelude to it.
Yeah, we want to
That's
talk
what
about.
it was. A different form of intimacy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We want to today's conversation, man. We want to talk about intimacy. Like I kind of gave you a little bit of, it, but like we really want to talk about intimacy. We're gonna get into it for real this month of March. But man, what does intimacy mean, Brandon? What does it mean to you, bro?
Yes.
I ain't prepared my notes. Can I borrow yours?
Nigga said, and then when the third hug I got in the third grade, you like this shit is not for me.
I'll close that shit ASAP. What intimacy means to me, I don't really have an answer for that, but I guess examples of it would be what we just talked about. I guess being there for somebody, like when I don't know the route I want to take with this.
Should have took some notes.
No, I don't have to. I'm okay. It's just it's so many different levels of intimacy.
Yeah, I think it's different ways to go with it.
And I think the meaning. I don't because it can mean a lot to me. Like so, I guess for an example, like a long day after work, right? That hug or that shit. Hell, fixing my plate shit could be an intimacy for me. You know what I mean? Like it don't take much. Also, with your kids, like an intimate moment for me, and one of my favorite moments are on goddamn Wednesday and Thursday. And this shit might sound corny as shit, but it's when I pick my daughter up from dance. That's our one-on-one time. Now the ride is fucking 10 to 12 minutes, but I look forward to it. Like last week, I was tired. And so my wife was like, I'll go get married. And I was like, nah, I'm going to go get her. Like, I look forward to that. To this shit. Like, so that's an intimate moment for me.
Yeah.
Because she,
So those are examples of it, but what is it? How would you define intimacy?
It's the, I don't know. It's the, I guess it's the feeling of, I can't explain it, honestly. But those times, like I'm talking about now with my daughter, it's I don't know. I can't explain it. It's a feeling that it gives me that's like, all right, I want this bond forever. Like I need these.
It's
moments.
a closeness.
Yeah. Like
I think that's an example of one of the things we struggle with is like we can't even define what it is for ourselves.
Yeah,
let alone tell you what I need from it. I can tell you where it appears, but I can't tell you what this really means to me.
But it means a lot.
Exactly.
Which is
when it
what's
come
crazy.
up.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know. Like I get, and even with, I mean, sexual intimacy. It's the the arousal or the want for somebody, right? Because every sexual act ain't fucking intimate.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I was actually it's in my notes.
Okay. Yeah.
Fuck your notes.
That's cool. That's why they want.
But so I guess and that's different from. So I guess sexual is just being turned on in all like aspects, right? Intimacy with my daughter is the love and, like you said, the closeness that I feel in those little moments on the ride home. You know what I mean? Like, damn, this is really like, my heart. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I don't know what it means. I can't describe it. I can't describe it. Can you?
I tried.
Okay.
To me, intimacy is I mean, and you said in the midst of what you were doing, is the connectivity that we build with the people in the world around us that brings us closer. Like, it's the magnetism between us. And
sound like Webster.
Oh, Webster got it from me.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
But it for a long time, as a young man, I thought it was just like whatever it takes to have sex. That's the intimacy. But then now I look at it as like I honestly don't even like small talk. I hate that shit, because to me, that's not the feeling I'm looking for when I'm trying to connect with you. I want to have a one-on-one. And somebody that we was with recently was like, "Bruh, you just can't not have a deep conversation." I'm like, well, I'm trying to connect with you. I'm not really trying to just shoot the shit all the time. Like, when I have an opportunity and I don't have many with a lot of people, like, I want to know what the fuck is really going on with you. I was at the spot last night with my partner, and I was like, we were talking about people just, hey, how you doing? I'm straight. And we talk about our friends that go in different spaces in the world, and you just send them a message, how you doing? But like, I get to the point now, I'm like, nah, how you really doing? Because I value the intimacy that we have. Like, our connection has grown the most when we have our real conversations, about life. So to me, it's the magnetism, the connective energy that we build together in different relationships. I mean, friend to friend, man to woman, like, all your relationships can have an intimate component. And I actually envision, like, we opening up our hearts and giving pieces to the person I'm connecting with. And the more of my heart I give you, the stronger our bond is. And that's why it hurts so much to me when somebody that you created that bond with backstabs you or does some sucker shit, because you've given them part of your heart, part of yourself. And it's just something that I'm really focused on. What does it feel like for me in my day to day? And it's like, it really tells me, fuck all these weak ass conversations. I want to know the truth. If we ain't trying to do that, hi bye. But if I really care about you, man, I'm trying to know, bruh, are you really having some real issues in life? If I got an experience that can help you, great, I want to give it to you. I want to be there for you. And what was it? It was one more thing. We'll probably get back to it around it. But yeah, that's intimacy for me in the space I'm in right now. Is like, I want to open my heart and give it to it and build a bond with people I really care about.
That's what's up.
Step down from my soapbox.
You sure?
I'll step up a little later. Shots.
That was beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That was beautiful. Yeah. I mean, I agree with that, but I don't agree with every motherfucker I meet. I'm trying to have a deep conversation with.
Yeah, not every person I meet, the people that I want to connect with. Okay. That's why I said I'm cool with a high and by.
Yeah.
That's because I don't really want to create this.
You're not looking to build.
But if I want to, I'm not trying to shoot the shit with you. I'm trying to, what's going on, bro?
So,
and I gotta work on that too. Because it gotta be a.
I was about to say
It gotta
that.
be a balance.
I was about to say that, but yeah. I'm glad you took the words out of my mouth.
But look, I remember I told y'all like sometimes when you didn't do or didn't know in a certain space, and then you learn, you try to do the complete extreme. You gotta go that way and then work your way back. Because I didn't know what intimacy was. You asked my father like 2 weeks ago. He was like, "Bro, I didn't talk growing up, so I didn't know how to connect with people. Now I'm starting to learn and feel comfortable doing it. I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I gotta learn to bring myself back.
Scale it back. Scale it back, motherfucker. Let me tell you, I think intimacy is a closeness, whether physically, like closeness, or like an emotional closeness in a sense, right? Like the physical part, because like when you go, like we was talking about City Winery earlier, right? So if you go see a performance at City Winery, and motherfuckers like, man, where was it? Like, oh, it was a small, intimate venue. Like, small, close.
That's a good
It was
way to-
all kind of in a, you know what I'm saying, it was a small area.
good.
It was, you know what I'm saying? Or when you talk intimate, like with your partner, right? You, like your wife, you like, we're in an intimate space. We're close in proximity, but also in an emotional and, you know what I'm saying, connected type of way. The connectivity of it. So I think it's a physical and an emotional connection, or that connectivity, or just the proximity of it. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's different for everybody.
Yeah. What
Still,
it looks like.
yeah, like what the intimacy is gonna look like. Like you said, man, just fixing my plate. Like that can be as intimate as anything. You know what I'm saying? But for somebody else, like that's some regular everyday shit, so that don't really move me. You know what I'm saying?
Going to pick your daughter up, somebody could look at that as a chore, but you see the value in the intimacy between you two.
Yeah, and I feel like that should be for anybody. Like
But a lot of people look at it like, fuck, I gotta go do this just because I gotta go do that.
No, I know what you're saying, but that's why I said should, because like you ain't gonna get that time back.
Yeah.
You ain't never gonna get that time back. She ain't never gonna be that age, that many days old no more. Her conversation gonna change the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like you said Wednesday and Thursday, right? Wednesday you talk to her. If she have a talk with her friends at school on Thursday when she get in that car, that conversation gonna be completely different.
And some days, shit, she sit over that bitch. I asked her, how was your day? It was fun. All right, it was cool. She TikTok. It's cool. I know every day not gonna be.
It's not gonna be the deep conversation.
I don't wanna miss.
It's
But you want to be there.
you know
for
what
that.
I mean?
It's still the proximity of it,
Yeah.
because she know daddy gonna come get her. She know daddy we gonna talk a little bit.
Yeah.
Even if we don't talk the whole time, we gonna talk a little bit. We gonna talk enough.
And I'ma ask. And
Sometimes
he
it's
gonna
as big as I just know you there. Like I know my dad. I might not got shit to say, but when I do, my daddy's there.
Bro, my nephew used to like come stick his head in the room, just be like, I was just seeing if he was in there. Like, if you don't get your Inspector Gadget, like, but I think it was just like knowing, like, as long as this dude in there, I know I'm good. I'm safe. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we ain't have to talk to each other. And I think sometimes people can be in those types of romantic relationships, right? When y'all get to a point where y'all have to be in the room with each other. Y'all don't have to be right up under each other. And you still know that you good and you safe, right? But when y'all in the same space, y'all just as good and safe.
Right.
Like, some people feel like they got to be under you the whole time.
Yeah.
That,
You don't like that?
I don't know if I'm ready for that. Like, not to say it bothers me, but like, I just feel like a level of space is still good. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if we in the same proximity, we don't have to be under each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, like, if I'm sitting in this room and you sitting in the other room, I'm good. Like, kind of like my nephew. I come in there and stick my head in the door and be like, "You good? You straight? Okay."
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. But
that's funny. Shelby be saying the same shit. Like, if I'm out or something, this motherfucker be up, you know, like sending me memes and shit or something. I'm like, nigga, why don't you sleep? So I'll be like, headed home. She'll be up this whole time. By the time I get there,
she
dead.
knocked out.
So I was like, bro, like I said, how the hell you be up this whole time? But like, if I called on the way, be like, you want some food or something, you out. She was like, man, it's just like the comfort of knowing you on your way home, she was like, I know, like, shit, I'm good.
I'm good.
Now I'm
I can go
comfortable.
sleep.
Yeah,
Like,
now I'm safe.
Yeah, like,
Yeah. He's
I'm
safe
good.
and I'm safe.
You gonna be
Yeah.
here in a second, so shit, I'm good now. So
Yeah.
you know, she was just like, I'm just safer when I know, you know, you at home or you on the way. She was like, shit, I can go to sleep. Shit,
Yeah.
like it ain't nothing to worry about. But I said I could die on the way home.
Man, Shelby said she had to stay to be the security, man.
All right.
She had to stay up and secure the perimeter. Walk around this motherfucker with a knife, a
Sure.
goddamn butter knife.
Yeah.
Why is there a stigma about men not being intimate or being in tune with their intimacy? Why is that an issue for us to either talk about or utilize?
Niggas just be too tough.
I think, man, but you know what? I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even think it's a problem. I think the problem is really more so the communication part of it. I think a lot of men, we just don't know how to explain. Like when he started his, right? He was like, I don't really know how to explain it. He could give examples of it, but he couldn't give a true definition.
Yeah.
So if somebody come to you like, what's your definition of intimacy? And you like, well, I don't really know. Like, let me tell you what it will.
When I feel it.
Exactly. So then some people, I'm not gonna say women or like some people want definitions.
Yeah.
Like, give me your terms on it. Give me your, you know what I'm saying? Like they want that because then they can, that way they can kind of apply it to life, right?
How they see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Then there's other people who would rather have an example. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, you know, when you get up and check on me to make sure I'm good when I'm in the kitchen, like that's intimate to me.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, cool. I can do that. Yeah. Not necessarily saying exactly that and only that, but other things like that. Like when I know you folding clothes, I'll walk in the room and be like, hey, you need some help? You know what I'm saying? Like some people, the help is an intimate thing, right? Or knowing that a person care enough to make sure you ain't in this motherfucker dead. Like, hey, you been in that bathtub for a while. You all right now? You ain't slit your wrist or nothing, is it? So that is intimate. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever your level is, that's your level. But I think sometimes when some people aren't able to pull a definition out of you, then it becomes like, now it's a problem for the person who can't
ain't in
give
tune
that
with his
intimacy. And that's not necessarily that. I think, and I say this all the time. Like I had a few conversations like around this. Some people don't think well on the spot.
Yes.
And I think men sometimes like need a moment.
Need some time.
Yeah, like even when you, like sometimes we as men will be in the heat of, like you can be in the heat of a conversation and he'll just be like, man, and he'll walk away from the shit.
Yeah.
Like, just give me a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me gather my thoughts type of move, right? Versus, I'm not going to go back and forth with you because, first of all, something could fly out your mouth. Like, shit come flying out your mouth and it's hard to take it back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that. And I feel like we learn that early. Some of us learn that early in life. So then we have that time where we be like, let me just take a step back.
Yeah.
Especially if it's somebody that you care about. Let me take a step back because I was this close to calling you 17 bitches. So I'm gonna take a step back and breathe, and I'm gonna approach this again. Just give me a chance to get my thoughts together. You know what I'm saying? And I think that can be taken the wrong way. So some of us, some men, some people, I ain't gonna say just men, some people, I can only speak for me as a man though, like some men just don't think well on the fly and we just need a moment.
And look,
that's me like a motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just give me a second. Like, let me gather my thoughts.
Please.
And then they like, oh, you trying to come up with? No, just let me not say something
real.
Wrong. Yeah, like let me not say something crazy.
Let me not try to win.
Exactly. That part.
Let me try to give you the truth. Instead of just going back and forth. Because I don't communicate like you do.
Right. And then there are other people who will hear what you say and nitpick out the parts that they want to attack or address.
So I got to make sure what I say is exactly what I mean.
Is a smooth response.
Because I know where you can go. Yeah, I think it's huge, especially when you start to realize how much you value somebody actually listening to you and giving you the time to respond. Like, that's one thing I noticed about straight up me and my wife is like she's one of them people that thinks on her feet quick, fast, all the time. But I realized that I need time. I need time to process. I need time to get it out. My sentence might start, and then I got to get a thought, and I slow it down and start back up. And she like in the middle of it. I'm like, I just need time and space so I can get what I'm really feeling out. And when I get those opportunities is when I honestly feel the closest that I do with her. Like when she takes the time and just lets me figure my way through it. I told her 2 weeks ago, man, I just appreciate you not jumping in the middle of me giving you this answer that you want.
Do you think it's like because you feel heard?
Yeah, and I told you that's one of my struggles as a youth was I didn't feel heard. So I actually would like try to get stuff out real quick because I knew somebody was gonna jump in between if I actually took the time. But now it's just like if I realize that you're gonna jump in between what I'm saying and I'm working on doing that on this podcast.
Talk.
Exactly. I just be like, yeah, whatever. Either way, I'm gonna be fine. Now between us, might not be.
Yeah, you might not be happy with the way that I approach the rest of this.
I'm gonna be strict.
Yeah,
like I don't need much. But
like mentally, I'm gonna be cool. You're gonna be still pissed.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be on you, Sharp. Like
that's a fact.
Hey, look, you got something?
No, go ahead.
I was listening to something a long time ago, and when we were talking about this, it popped up in my head, and it was like men and prostitutes. Here we go. So they were saying that it's a lot of men that will have a prostitute, pay for her time, won't have sex, and just go over there and just express themselves. Because that woman will, you got a feminine energy listening to you. And I mean, it's not the best way to go about it, but it's an example of
it's cheaper than a therapist.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like if you listen, like nigga, everywhere we was looking, we were seeing motherfuckers talking about selling pussy for $40.
Yeah,
I can assure you. I can assure you they ain't paying $40 to go see a therapist.
They ain't paying $40 to go to find some pussy no more.
Pussy done went up.
That's what I heard.
Where you heard that at?
Check back page.
I think that shit's gone.
Okay. That's how you know I don't know what I'm talking about. No. But it's this thing.
When you stop.
That's when he stopped.
Stop looking. But that's just the example of like we really just need a space to be vulnerable and express our thoughts, and it don't need to be a battle. Like I really just want to get it out sometimes, just like you want to get it out all the time.
Yeah,
I just need some space and some time to get it out.
Your fifth grader, man. That nigga hear certain words just be triggered. Get it out, nigga.
No. I felt like he felt like he was talking to her right then. But go ahead.
You want to get it out?
Yeah.
I want to get mine out. Sorry.
I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah.
But that's just, like I said, it's just an example.
You want to get it out.
That men struggle with, and then you go to an extreme of buying some woman's time, really.
I think
to get that out.
And it's funny because, like, them having that conversation with that woman that they'll probably never see again, right?
No, it's probably
or
regular.
Yeah, it could be a regular.
Or it could, whatever. But like that, and versus going to a therapist, I think some men don't go to therapists because they feel judged. For
By the therapist?
Yeah. Like I think it's a judgment feeling, right? Versus you talking to this woman of the night
who can't judge nobody. So
yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I
think there's also a level of, well, we could fuck after this, but what you said was better.
What was in your terror, man? Check this goddamn.
Go put that bottle up,
man.
But no, that's a good point. Like you dealing with somebody that you don't expect to judge you.
Yeah, I get that.
And I honestly, I don't think your therapist is judging you either.
Probably.
But you just gotta like.
I think it's human to judge.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, smart people, they just got an aura about themselves.
But I think it's just human. Let me see. I think it's just human to judge across the board. So whether it's that young,
so that's what he's saying. He's saying like they feel judged because it's human nature. But if you go to somebody, so it's like.
But it's still
It's
not
like
to
a
say
murderer
that.
talking to a murderer, a cheater talking to a cheater, or a liar talking to a liar, right? You can't really judge me off what I'm saying.
You can't really, but you still people
You
still it's still human
because you're doing the
It's
same
still a-
shit I'm
it's still
doing.
a-
So it's easier to talk to a motherfucker who's doing the same shit.
And I'm not talking to somebody who has studied for years to pick me apart. And I need somebody that studied for years to pick me apart. But it's still feeling like, dang, this person is picking every word, every facial expression, every tone apart of who I am.
I feel like when you go
It's a
into
little
therapy,
uncomfortable.
I feel like when you going into therapy thinking like that, you going in that wrong motherfucker the wrong way anyways. Because now if
But
you going
that's
in
why
there like
most
that,
people don't go.
so if you going in like that, chances are you're not going to be as transparent and open as you should because you're going to be second guessing and overthinking every word that come out your
But
mouth.
I feel you. Some women are just easier to talk to if you gotta pay for their time or whatever. I ain't never but
How you feeling, man?
I'm just saying, huh?
How you feeling, man?
Because like it's the non-judge part,
Yeah.
right? Like it's somebody who's probably literally there, a fucking lap to lay on, or she's rubbing your hair, like all the shit that you've been wanting that you don't get, shit. She doing it,
And the fact
easier to talk to.
the fact you didn't take the trash out ain't blowing her mind up.
Bro, listen.
Easier to talk to.
Like I'm gonna tell you what's even crazier. If you got like a female friend that you talk to, like you just super open with,
Yeah.
like it's the same thing. It's no judgment. Like they like boy, you wrong as fuck
Yeah.
for that.
No, that's a
you
fact.
And it's
hear it
okay
and
to
you
take
take
it.
That's a fact.
You literally take it because it's like they're only speaking to you from a place where they actually care about you.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, from that space.
Right, yeah.
So I think it's I don't know how it's weird, but it's like that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Having the conversations with them, the communication comes out. It's an easier flowing type of conversation. A lot of times, you like, damn, how did we even get to this?
Yeah,
how did we get here?
Yeah, I got a homegirl. That motherfucker, yeah, she'll take, brother, you dead ass wrong.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
I got a couple homegirls
let me go
like
fix
that.
this.
Yeah, I got a couple homegirls I can talk
Yeah.
to, and they be like, nigga, what? You didn't even need to hear me say this, but you're dead wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, is it dead wrong? Or
Man, listen, she don't
am I
sugarcoat shit. Shout out
semi-live
to my
wrong?
nigga, man. Listen, she man, yeah, she gonna let me
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
She gonna let me know.
Yeah,
That's
so,
a fact.
and I think that's a level of intimacy. Being able to just open up and converse. And I think that's why sometimes your significant other don't want you to have friends of the opposite sex that you open up to like that, because they feel like because of that level of intimacy, it can open up other levels. But I think that just comes down to discipline.
For sure.
Like,
Yeah.
where just because I talk to my friend like that, don't mean I'm a fucking like, oh my God, thanks for listening. Here's some dick.
And
Like,
shit, and if she knew, she'll know that the friend ain't never on my goddamn side.
Right, exactly.
Like, she actually helping the relationship.
Man,
'Cause,
listen.
my God,
She's
damn.
the therapist you want me to go to.
bro, no bullshit. When I was engaged, man, I was having some real problems in that relationship. And one of my homegirls, bro, I was talking to her, and she was like on her side. Like, I was like, my nigga, whose friend are you? Are you my friend or her friend? She was like, B, wrong is wrong. You was wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even think like that. Like, nigga, you're really thinking you literally just said, I can't wait to get her back. You can't do that shit. So we was having these types of conversations. Me and my girl was out one night. I saw her. I was like, yo, let me introduce you to my homegirl. Yeah. Like, I didn't even go as far as to say she's the one that's keeping us together, right? I didn't even go that far. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is my friend. Like, this has been my homegirl since the 6th grade. E-book this brick. She was like, hey. I was like, yeah,
It's just a woman.
bitch, if you don't shake her hand, like,
It's a woman.
You don't understand.
like, you
goddamn
don't
well.
even know what you're doing. And then my homegirl was still understanding of the shit.
Look,
she was
bro.
like, she said, it's cool.
Man,
I know how
listen.
that shit can be.
Listen.
Like, she looking at it like,
that, bro.
who is this bitch? Like, all of that. And I was like, man, what the fuck? Like, what's wrong with you?
That just means she know you. That's
Yeah,
all.
that my homegirl. I had not the
Definitely
same
not. I would have
situation,
never introduced you.
but a similar situation, and I was just like, bro, I don't know, like, and she was just like, shit, B, I get it,
Yeah.
and it was towards my homegirl. She was like, no, I understand, I get it, I get where she coming from with this, and I'm like, all right, like you really my nigga, like you know what I mean? Because even if it's something like that's against you right now at the time in the beginning, she still was understanding of it because she was like, I understand where she's coming from.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's dope to have that because you can have the woman's perspective without the attack.
Yeah,
like she can feel where she's coming from, but let me work this in my head. Yo, just calm down. It's not gonna blow our relationship up, but I can tell you this is why she's feeling this way, and you can't stop her from feeling that. It's just what it is.
I understand,
and I'll step back when I need to.
And that's exact same shit. But you know everything.
Now I got some homegirls that tried to introduce me to their dudes, and them niggas like, nah.
Yeah, I want. Yeah,
fuck that nigga.
Yeah, I want. Yeah,
my homegirl who I introduced to my girl at the time. She was about to get married, and her and that dude, you know what I'm saying, they was moving on to the next part of their relationship. And I remember she hit me up and she was like, yeah, he wanted to talk about, he actually wanted to talk about the parameters of our friendship. I was like, man, if you don't get the fuck, I was like, nah, I'm not having that conversation. Only because if he trusts you the way that he should trust you, like he should know that this will never be anything with us. Like, yeah. And it's been explained to you. So now you talking about setting parameters. That's cool, bro. I understand what you're trying to do, but you're really trying to do some shit to prevent what you've been doing. That's how I felt.
Why is it not all right for him to? I mean, because honestly, I'm thinking about, let's say your wife is like, all right, look, I don't want you spending going to meet with homegirl after 8:00 at night. If that was a simple parameter. But is that a real issue? Is it like, all right, I feel that, I understand,
and that's something between you and your partner.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not your partner.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is now that affects his friend. Like, we can't meet after 8:00,
and that's cool. She can tell me. My friend will tell me.
Right, but it's still his parameter.
But he wanted to sit down with me.
He wanted to talk to him.
He wanted us to sit down and have. Yeah, he wanted to sit down and have this conversation.
That's a little different. Yeah, I thought you was talking about like he told her that
nigga, do what's best for your relationship.
Let's sit down here.
Look me in my eye. And I'll put you in your face. Like
anything, I'm definitely just going to her. Hey, cut that off.
Exactly.
Or hey, this need to be this and this need to be that.
It's kind of the same.
Yeah, I respect it.
It's kind of the same way with the sucker shit. That was some sucker shit in my book.
I ain't gotta say nothing.
On some sucker shit,
you handle that.
The person in this that owes you any loyalty is your romantic partner, your significant other. Talk to them about the parameter. As my friend, when they tell me, I'll understand. Yeah. I'm not gonna argue with what? I can't see you at 9:00 no more. I can't come lay in the bed and talk to you about shit. Like what the fuck? That shit weird as fuck. Like why would I be upset about that? No, but I'm saying just the extreme shit. You know what I'm saying? So if that's a problem, it's more than a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like that was more than what it was. You know what I mean? But if that's your real friend and y'all say, hey, like we can't do all the shit. We can't talk as much as we used to talk. Yeah. Like we used to talk all fucking day. So if we can't talk all fucking day, no, that's cool. I understand. Do what you got to do for your relationship. Yeah, that only makes sense as your friend, not a nigga that's trying to backdoor little Joe on you. You know what I'm saying?
And if I just made me think about this, and if your friend just so happen to be somebody you fucking, please don't introduce them to the other person, bro. Because that shit is. That's crazy as fuck to me.
My ex had me shake her ex's hand as her homeboy.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
Bro, that's a whole different level.
They just doubled back and got married.
Boldness and like that shit different.
No, I thought you were talking about when Shawty gave you a different name. Oh, you gave a different name.
No. Nah, this was the ex I was about to marry. When I'm fucking off Texas Street down there, I'm like, hey, this is my homeboy, blah blah blah. I was like, oh, what's up, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, you the homie, nigga.
Yeah,
man.
They were fucking.
Later that day, her folks was like, yeah, I don't fuck with that nigga. I was like, oh, why won't fuck with that nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, why we don't fuck with the nigga? It's like, oh, that's the nigga she used to talk to, the one they had some hand, they threw hands. I was like, ex-boyfriend? Why would you introduce me to the nigga like we cool? Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, later on, they end up getting married.
Bro. Don't do that. Especially if you I feel like if you a man and you got a home girl that you fucking,
Don't.
9 times out of 10, the woman gonna pick up on that shit. Like they good with
You
that
setting
kind of
yourself
shit.
up.
Yeah, because
Like,
the energy gonna be off.
the energy gonna be weird as fuck. Like, don't do that.
Yeah,
Okay.
You really putting yourself in yourself in
do that
danger.
because your girl is gonna know.
Yeah.
I guarantee it.
Free game, right?
So if it's just listen. So if it's just a home girl,
That's
It's
some
cool.
OG and some unk shit he giving y'all right
but
there.
if you fucking your home girl, don't have them around your girl. That shit is crazy.
We got a little
That's
bit
just
off
my-
intimacy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's just my opinion.
But not far at all.
See,
Not far.
sometimes it take us time to put shit together
Yeah,
and then come back home
We
with it.
swing, man. You know, everything ain't gonna be a straight line.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Everything,
Yeah,
all these conversations ain't gonna be a straight line. Sometimes we go outside, we stop and smoke a cigarette, we get back on path, and we right back there at intimacy.
And that's where the fun is, man.
That's why y'all come
on
back.
the journey.
That's why y'all come back. The bricks, all white bricks.
Yeah.
That was a good analogy too, by the way.
What that?
Laying the bricks in the path.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I thought so.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna hug you after this. For
No,
that.
I'm straight.
I got you.
You waiting in the realms. Hey, like a weirdo jump out. Somebody say hug.
if he don't take
Somebody
it,
say hug. I'll take all those hugs.
I'll take it.
I got. Damn, Brandon, yo, never told
Man,
me,
your
man.
shit be too late.
Oh man,
And then y'all be wanting
Like that.
that's all.
that my nigga, man.
Hey,
Did we get intimacy out?
we did.
I feel like we did. Okay.
We did.
I said, you got anything else?
No.
You took us out last time. Dope.
I feel like we could go a little bit longer on this, but we took a lot of y'all time already.
Yeah, we did. We did. We went out, came back. What's your level of intimacy? You know, what's intimate to you? Like I said, fixing, my plate, rubbing my hair, rubbing my back, little shit like that,
I know. I know a young lady. She was like, I like a dude that do shit with his hands. Like nigga get in, he like if I got a flat tire, she
Acts
like
of service.
She was like, nigga, I poke my own tire. Like, come change, this motherfucker. Like, let me see you do some shit with your hands.
Yeah.
She was like,
For
I
her.
like- yeah. She was like, I like dudes that if you got money, that's great. She was like, and the guy that we was talking about it at work, and she was like, yeah, I'm kicking it with this dude, and I'd be like, babe, like my tire flat. He's like, oh, just call somebody, I'll pay for the shit. She's like, all right. She was like, so she was moving, and she was like, hey, I just need some help getting my stuff together. He was like, oh, just find a moving company, I'll pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
And she said,
like,
all right.
yeah, no,
Byron.
fuck no, are you fucking crazy? Like, nah,
not
but
goddamn.
she was like,
Don't put me
she
in the
said,
middle.
she said, that's cool. Like having money is cool,
Yeah.
but I really like a man that can do stuff with his hands. Like, show me that you're willing to get in here and, you know what I'm saying, kind of mix it up with your hands. And I was like, that's easy. But that's her level of, that's some intimate shit for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm sure like that probably, man,
That's not necessarily easy for everybody.
bro, I get it, but it is because that's the effort.
And
Agreed, but
that's what I was about to say. Like,
So let's say you call, if I'm not good with my hands, and you call me out there to fix a flat tire, and instead of me coming out there, take the nuts off, take the tire off, put the tire back on, put the nuts back on, we off on our way, we out there for 6 hours because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, but
is that
but
still okay?
that's just one thing. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna give.
I'm just that's an example.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know. I'm not good with
I'm gonna give a
with my hands.
little example. I think my wife kind of likes that kind of shit too, right? I'm not no handyman at all.
Yeah.
But I think when I do some shit, she be like, "Oh, okay, I like that." Like, nigga,
I nailed this fucking picture up.
picture on the wall.
I changed your fucking headlight in the car. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's the fact that
That you did it.
That,
Which you
you know,
got out
it's
there and
something
did the
that-
shit.
that
Exactly.
happened. Yeah.
So-
I think, another young lady at the job, she was like, dude she was dating, she was like, every Sunday, he went and gassed up all the cars. She was like, I love that shit. She was like, because it showed me like, he was just taking something off my plate. It was just, you know what I'm saying?
It be shit so simple. Like you just said with the folding clothes. Like, I know mine would be like, oh shit. You
Yeah.
know, like, nigga, you
So
okay?
it's the,
You know?
the intimacy of knowing that you will take something off of their plate. You know what I'm saying? Or step in and do some shit
And
for
that's
them.
not all women.
Yeah, it's
Intimacy
not all
might
women.
Be some more shit. I
It's
need
some
flowers
women.
every
Yeah,
Wednesday.
exactly.
You know, shit.
Or she come home, you actually listen to her talk about a bunch of people that you have no clue who they
nobody.
talking about.
But by the end of the month, you gonna know everybody.
Yeah, you
I come
like,
home and get the action.
look.
Now what she do today?
Right, you be like,
God damn it,
hey,
look.
look, what Erica did about that shit with the, you know,
What happened with the
her
situation,
little
with the
situation.
situation?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what about her little situation? You
Oh,
like,
let me
God
tell
damn,
you.
you way more invested than I am now, nigga. You
When they
like,
tell
look,
you,
you should
that
never told
tells
me
you
about
that
this
you
shit.
up now.
That tells you you're
Exactly.
paying attention.
Exactly. So I think for every woman and for every person, not just women, I think for everybody, it's different. You know what I'm saying? I think for men, we probably a little bit more simple. So I should probably almost kind of touch as we go. You know what I'm saying? It kind of all play up in the same realm almost.
Yeah.
Women, it could be like way down here
And women-
way down here.
And women, please just know, just because he have sex with you, don't mean he's intimate with you. Okay.
I feel like we missed that part. We didn't dive into that
we-
part
we
because
didn't, but-
that's a thing.
It is.
Just because we having sex don't mean we having an intimate moment.
Does-
Not
it
at
does?
all. No.
Even though we physically close.
No, we fucking.
Yeah.
After the club, it was something to do. Nice to meet you.
Well, you know, if you was explaining like on Mario, you like we were intimate.
No, y'all was fucking.
Well, not
But
on
I mean,
Mario.
yeah, yeah,
Because niggas on Mario say
we was
anything.
close.
Yeah,
But I
exactly.
get
We
it.
were in an intimate space together.
Yeah, but it, intimacy, like,
but that's the connectivity part
yeah,
of it
maybe because
versus close in
Facts.
proximity.
that shit ain't, it could not have done nothing for me. Like, it could have been
And see,
intimate for her.
That's the thing
It
that
could
I
have been
want.
the
I
most
want to
amazing
get
shit
to is
ever
like
for her.
you might be investing
We was so
yourself,
intimate and
giving
for
your
him,
heart,
it was just,
but they not giving you.
nah, we
nothing.
just fucked.
We just
Like,
here.
But it might. But I don't even know if that would be intimate. I think that would lean more toward romantic. Like, oh, it was so romantic. He was like caressing me, and he was like, "This is my regular shit. This was some C+ dick I gave out."
And it was A+ to her.
Yeah.
But it could feel intimate to her.
Yeah,
It could be an intimate moment,
It could be
right?
like the most. Like,
Yeah,
oh my god, he
and that's,
did this.
That's how
and it was-
somebody can fall in love with a person. That person not give a fuck at all about the other
I think that's when we start to walk into the realm of soul ties and shit too. You ever heard
Is
that? You got a little quiet on me. You got nervous.
Nah, I was just thinking about like, because
Think
somebody
about all
once
the
told
girls
me.
you fucked and then you don't care about.
You said what?
Hey, thanks for coming out. Welcome. Thanks for coming to
That's what I
Dropping
thought you were about to
Dymes.
say.
We appreciate
You know my number's smaller than everybody's. So.
I don't even
15.
know what we
15.
talking about with numbers.
15.
Safe.
In the pocket.
Hey man,
Oh man, that
you
is
know people
hilarious.
still talking about that episode.
We gotta retouch on that thing. We gotta
At work, we
retouch
brought
on
that
it.
back up. She was like, "What number you said? 15?" I was like, "Yeah." She said, "I said yeah, but no number is safe for girls." She was like, "I know, right?" She was like, 2. You been with 2 dicks?" I said, "Right." I said, "Yeah." They want everybody to be
Was it at the
virgins.
same time? Was it 2 dicks in your face at the same time? Like, wait a minute.
Man, the post old boy made KT.
What?
Y'all ain't see the post?
Nah.
It was like 10 dudes before 25 is crazy. And I said, well, if she started at 20, she can't have 2
Two a
dudes
year?
a year.
That, bruh.
I was like, okay.
And who's starting at 20? Like, that's
But
late
it-
in life, in real life.
But I
Yeah.
would give, if she starts at 20,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Hey,
he rolled with it and shout out
We ain't
to
never
him.
had a conversation of marriage material, have we?
That shit. I don't know what that looked like.
I think that's a
That's
conversation.
deep, brother.
You scared?
That was another great episode of Dropping Dimes. We always look forward to you spending at least an hour with us.
If you would like
Clearly.
that to be a topic, let us know. Because
Yeah.
Byron seemed like he.
Listen, man, I ain't scared of shit.
All right.
Me neither.
I just want y'all to know that I ain't never been scared of
But
shit.
marriage material,
Never?
you know, that's
No.
you could be.
I'm scared of snakes.
Me too. My son held a snake the other day at school. I said, "Ooh, shit, boy, you all right with me?" Nigga,
Jumping the daddy
I
right
had to tell him. I said, "Yeah, son, I'm scared of snakes. I ain't never, yeah. I don't know
And
what the
I'm
fuck."
gonna tell you
But
what's
yeah.
dope about that. If you don't instill that fear in him, he good.
Yeah.
I think we as adults instill our fears into kids.
Instill some fear.
Nah, that nigga had that bitch. He told
Yeah,
he
that
said
one?
he named the motherfucker. It was
Yeah.
something. He was
Bobby?
like, Daddy, he went around and he started coming down right here to my face.
On his head?
I said, God damn, son.
You a tough motherfucker. Ready for prison, nigga.
God damn it.
So that was one of them like python pet snakes or something, huh? Not one he
Nigga.
found in the yard.
Nah,
but
he was at the school.
But that's what I'm scared
I
of.
don't
Like
want-
you go in the
yeah,
yard,
no.
you like, hey, let me
I
grab
don't want
that.
the
Nah,
motherfucker
but-
that they say, here, he's not gonna do nothing. I don't want
honestly-
I don't want none of them.
But honestly, it's about educating them.
It is.
That's what stops fear. Like, cause people like when your kid's little and they be like, they just run and jump in the pool. They ain't never been in a fucking pool ever in their life, right? They just run and jump in one.
It's a big tub.
But then you
Yeah,
scare
put it
them
in the
with, you will die,
Yeah.
you will drown. And they like, oh my God,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll die. Like, so now they scared of water, right?
yeah.
All you got to do is teach them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
It's the same thing with the snakes.
Fuck
Like
them
it's
snakes.
certain colors that if those colors touch, they become poisonous. Like that's how you know they poisonous. But then if those colors aren't touching, they good. Like
You can do green snakes and
if
shit
that
like
shit
that.
rattling-
Guard snake.
if they rattling,
You straight,
nigga,
yeah.
everybody knows.
That shit
Yeah.
stand up. I'm just
Like
telling you that.
nigga, rattlesnakes are so fucking like. I saw a motherfucking video.
Nigga.
The rattlesnake, they cut the head off the motherfucker.
And it bit his own body. Yeah, that.
You told me about that shit. I went and found it. I was like, I got to see this shit.
You said me,
Nigga, moccasins
Me
in
and-
Alabama, they would kill you fucking dead.
A fucking
Yeah,
You
water
can't
bug.
even fish in peace.
Nigga,
Bro.
what? Like,
Will kill you.
and that's why I don't fuck with none of them.
but that's what I'm
Me
saying. Like,
I'm straight, all
But
of
the thing
them.
is, if you educated on them, your
You'll
fear
know.
ain't
Yeah,
the same.
yeah.
You know
You're
what I'm saying?
right,
Like
you're
you like, all right, I know I can't be around this one.
Yeah.
Let me just shift. Like you ain't got. Oh shit!
But then,
Like,
also,
Richard Pryor
we just
some
going
shit.
to get the shovel.
and then it ain't even nothing to kill them motherfuckers. It just a nigga just so scared that you ain't even trying to.
Yeah, now you all fucked up.
Yeah.
a nigga,
Like,
you
we're
go,
gonna
like,
stay inside the rest of the day.
bruh, like
all day.
Like honestly, I've been cutting my grass. See one of the little motherfuckers come around here, get the shovel, walk my ass back around there.
I be
kill
chasing
it.
ass with the lawnmower.
I'm not about to do all that.
That
Because
work
then
too.
that shit shoot back on you. Now what you gonna do?
Dead.
You with fucking rattlesnake blood all over you.
They
Now
don't-
you're a dangerous motherfucker out here in these
they don't
streets.
live- they don't live in
You
that
like a goddamn Quentin Tarantino movie.
look,
Now
yeah,
you
he just want-
now, like you just turned
I'm
into one
educated. They don't
dangerous
live,
ass
they don't live in
motherfucker.
Atlanta. I'm educated. It's not
You know
rattlesnake.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
Look,
Educated.
Hey man, listen.
The more you know.
Hey.
But
Again, this
We
like my
love y'all,
third time
man.
saying, hey,
Yeah,
thanks
yeah.
for coming to spend a little
just
time
take
with
this
us.
Hey,
shit.
real quick. I got to shout out Hall Pass. It's a young lady from North Carolina A&T who started a business to promote HBCU paraphernalia, but also the spirit of HBCU. So y'all get a chance. Y'all got some extra coin.
I
Go
need
holler
one
at
of
Hall
those
Pass.
ASAP.
She got some real quality material, apparel out there.
And for a great fucking price.
Yeah. I just found it out.
Yeah.
I just want to shout y'all out and say, nah.
Damn,
good.
you good on the shit?
Yeah, that was
No,
that was
just-
terrible
just-
time.
me.
Terrible
Terrible time.
I'm sorry.
No,
I just
bro.
thought my sweatshirt was dope.
No,
Yeah.
he said he just
I
gave
tried
that
to get at the
announcement.
beginning of the show. You
He
didn't
just
take
gave
it.
the announcement about the young lady and working hard on shit. You
Yeah.
gonna say nah? I'm good.
I'm sorry, young lady. That wasn't at the young lady's apparel. I think her apparel is dope. We actually talked about it the other night.
Yeah.
I didn't attend the HBCU. I was wondering if she could make me some regular, like some PWI shit. But
Nah,
I'm sure
we
she
straight.
does.
We ain't
And
doing
that's
that.
cool.
Nah.
I apologize.
Well,
I didn't-
just pick one.
Pick
and support
one,
that one.
yeah.
Alabama State will be fine.
A&T
He's from
cool too.
Montgomery.
Hey, pride.
all right. I probably just support fam. I put a lot of money in over there. Hey man, thanks for coming
Money,
out.
Yeah,
if that's what you
We
call
appreciate
it.
Exactly. Back then.
as long as I ain't above 15. Hey man,
Me neither.
we appreciate you guys. Thanks for coming out.
They
God
lied
bless.
to
Good night.
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I